Hey, what's up, guys? General Santucci here, and today we're going to be talking about Attila Total War, the new Total War game that has been announced. Well, I got to check out Prince of Macedon's video, and he shows a lot of pictures and everything about the game. It looked pretty amazing for what I saw, um, but it's probably you won't be able to understand how cool it is, how amazing the game is unless you play the demo, which Prince of Macedon was able to play, which is awesome. Um, but I'm excited, and I'm pretty sure you guys are too. This is a great title because we're so used to the time period that Rome 1 is mostly in, and Rome 2, and we don't hear as much about the later stuff in like 4th century, 5th century AD type of stuff. Constantine the Great, and I take it as all these Roman emperors and stuff that they had to do to survive in the Roman Empire to keep it afloat. How the legions were falling, and their discipline was just horrible, and the honor that they had just did not exist. It's just really tough, and Attila was so powerful that he would annihilate anything that's in front of him. He would just come in there like the German blitzkrieg and annihilate your whole village, your whole city, uh, without even trying, and which forced barbarian factions and tribes to move into Roman territories, which they'd rather fight the Romans, which Romans were on their same level. They weren't on horseback, most of them, and the technology difference wasn't so different anymore. So the Romans really had it out because back when Caesar was fighting in Gaul, the technology was far different. The Romans had steel, and the barbarians had iron. It wasn't they weren't trained. The blacksmiths weren't trained to produce steel weapons, and the armor was way ahead of the barbarians and their troop formations and stuff. So what they had to do was pretty much, um, you know, when the barbarians are coming into uh, to Roman territories, is they had to just quickly fight them, and these Roman troops weren't anywhere near what Julius Caesar had. These guys actually they went from uh, the plate armor Lorica Sugmata style back to the chainmail, which cost more to produce, um, and which doesn't protect you from stabby motions like the plate did. Um, well, it doesn't completely protect you, but for the most part, it could. If but the mail would split, the rings will split. So there's a lot of stuff that you had to worry about, and I don't hear many things about centurions in this time period. Uh, just don't. You hear officers, but you don't hear centurions, so the discipline has dropped dramatically. So Rome's in a highly disadvantaged position when Attila is coming to invade Rome, and so Rome at this time was fighting the Goths, and they offered the Goths money and land and position within the Roman military to fight with them. They were fighting against them for a good while, so they incorporated the Goths into their army to fight Attila. So what did they do? Instead of having them in such a great formation, they spread them out all among the Roman ranks. And Attila actually fought on foot, which to me made no sense. But they actually met in a forest, so they really couldn't maneuver with their cavalry like they were used to out in the open in other battlefields and other territories. So now they really had to fight Roman style, which they weren't used to fighting, but they did have good ground, foot fighters to do melee. And but the Attila did lose, and I'm not 100% sure if he died in that battle. He might have. I'm not exactly sure of the name of the battle, but Um, it's just it's crazy how all this happened. Attila could have taken Rome, um, but he didn't. I'm shocked. But it's so much I want to do with this game. I'm looking forward to new mechanics. I'm hoping that they finally fix the Legionary Fortress or Legionary Marching Camps so you can actually defend against a horde of horse archers or something like that. Because in these little stupid camps they have in Rome 2, it's just plain laziness. It's like they said, how are we going to incorporate the gates? Uh, copy and paste that piece of wall, just throw it in front of it. That's not what Rome had. Oh, they're gonna take it and they're gonna like it. That's what I get out of that. Like they didn't know what to do, and Rome 1 had a better fortress system than Rome 2, which is pretty sad. Um, but let's hope they do that and walkable walls and trench system, and that way Rome could be Rome. That's one thing that set apart Rome from all the other factions. That they can build. Their engineering skills were amazing. They could build these things quickly, and in a legionary fortress, it hasn't changed. For like 400 or 500 years, but the same exact build, same exact streets. Everything is the same. You can find your way through a legionary marching camp blindfolded, and these are marching camps that can hold between 1 and 2 legions at a time, sometimes more. The Battle of Philippi, there was 2 giant military camps that housed 100,000 men. So in cavalry and all that. So there's a lot that can be done here. So I would like to see this. They could do that. And let's see. I can't wait to see the actual models of these Roman troops because they are completely different. And Rome itself, I would like to be able to actually, how Rome won? I don't know if you guys know, but there was an option to actually, you know, just go look at your city, and you go to the ground level, and you can see your citizens walking around. Everybody's having a good time. You can see how your city's progressing. All the buildings that you decided to build are actually being built, or they're built, and your city's growing the way you planned to grow it. And it was cool. But Rome 2, they didn't have that, which like I have Rome, conquer Rome so many times, and no one has the balls to actually attack Rome. I'm like, come on, man. I want to see how my city looks. I mean, I did a Hellenic rebuild on it with Kenosis, and I want to see how that looks. Yeah, I've done a campaign with Kenosis. You guys are probably like, what the hell, man? Why didn't you show us? Well, I didn't expect it to actually go more than like 3 turns. You start off on a little island, and for you to expand, you really have to get lucky. I take advantages of certain situations. When, say, I had a big fleet and I surrounded Egypt, but Egypt was taken by another faction, and I just took it when the other faction's army was out of the city. I took it with my ships and like stuff like that. You gotta do. With Rome, Rome was taken by another faction, by a barbarian faction. I went in there; they only had 1 unit. Took Rome with no problem, and I expanded. I took Pella. I'm expanded everywhere. I got Carthage. I got Memphis. I got the Edict of Egypt. I got trade with everybody. I mean, I'm a trading beast in that campaign. I'll probably show you guys what's going on in that, but let's talk more about Attila. Uh, I would like to see these how the cavalry move in the formation, because it's got to be a little different than the what you're used to in Room 2 and Room 1. Plus, they have the composite bow, I think it is. I like to see how that works. Um, well, tell me what you guys want to see and what you're looking forward to, and I'm sure I'll come up with other stuff. And just write it down in the comments below. If you don't mind, toss a like and subscribe to my channel and Total War Network's channel, if depending on which one you're watching it on. And yeah, we're gonna have a blast in that, and you're gonna see a lot of that when it comes out. But for now, we're gonna be playing some Rome 2. once in a while I'll throw a Rome 1 video on. I did the 2v2. I was actually doing clothes, so I said, I'll wait the clothes to get done. Let me just throw on Rome 1 on my mother's computer. So I said, what the hell, let's see if it works. And I won 3 battles in a row. Very shocked. There's some players that didn't know what they were doing, but took advantage of that and came away with the victory. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to tell me what you think about the games coming up. Hasta la vista. Wait, let's do it. We do that part. Hasta la vista, baby.